right, guys. Copper Cutlass here. Just wanted to do a little update. I know lately I haven't been doing a whole lot of videos and stuff, and we went racing yesterday. We've been pretty much racing all summer. We ran. We've done, I think, 5 races now. We have one more, and then a BOP race next weekend as well. So, yeah, we're just gearing up for the last 2 races, and that's going to be it for the season. So after, we're pretty much done. I am going to try to get the car out in the fall. I really want to clip an 1150. I think the car can do it in really good air. Yesterday, it was a long day at the track. Everything that could go wrong went wrong for the facility itself. First thing that went wrong is someone's rear glass windshield blew out, shattered on the track, and they spent about an hour cleaning that. Then somehow, fiberglass insulation came out of someone's fucking car, and they had to pick that up and scrape it off the track because the track is pretty sticky. So they had to scrape that section of the track and spray it and do all that, and that took about a half hour. And then somebody decided to do an oil change at the track for some reason or another, and they double gasketed the O-ring, or it failed, or it blew out, or either way, they blew oil like the first 200 feet from the burnout box all the way till he ended his burnout. You know, he did like a John Force style burnout, which is not necessary at all. Even with a dragster, you got, 33 by 15s in the back or something. It's ridiculous. Just time consuming. And then after that, somebody grenaded an engine and dragged it the whole way down the track instead of pulling over to the side. So common courtesy, guys, if you guys go out to the track and you race and something is off, pull over. Do not be a hero. Do not, it's a blow to someone's ego, but pull over. Stop. If you think something let go, stop. It's same thing, like if you feel like your car's spinning, let off. You get a lot of guys out there that go for the first time, and I guess it does take a little bit of learning, but you have to learn the difference between spinning and not spinning and when to stay in it and not. And, if it's getting out of control, just let off. Don't hit the brakes. Don't try to throttle it out. Just ease into them. Either way. We did 2 test runs. The car was on point. It was a 12.004 on the first run early in the day. The air quality actually wasn't as good in the morning as later on in the day. So then second run of the day, the car ran an 1199 with a 4, which is actually amazing because that's through the mufflers, short shifting it, and at 108. So that's pretty good. 1199 at 108. And the car is glued on that mile an hour with this current setup that I have with, running the mufflers, and I'm running, and I'm short shifting it. So that's pretty good. The car is glued there. It's doing what I want it to do. It needs to stay. It cannot run faster than the 12.0. So first round, I got lucky. The guy went red, and I did not want to risk going red, so I left on a really late yellow, almost on green. My reaction time was 0.361 or something like that. May as well have been making a sandwich at the starting line. But either way, we got the round win on a red light. Sometimes it's good to get lucky. On that one, I got lucky. Second round, it was getting very late in the day. I might add, between the cleanups and everything, we lost over 6 hours of daylight. Between my last test run and my first round of eliminations, there was 6 hours. So either way, second round, it's getting late in the day. It's getting dark. We had the lights on. I took a couple of screenshots from their live stream. I'll post them up along with my time slips. Either way, I get up there. We were the first pair out for Sportman. It was getting late in the day. I wanted to get the run in, so I went right up there as soon as they called us. And I was paired up with a guy who's pretty legit racer. He went 080 red. I went 004 green. I went a 1205 and a 1200 dial. Had he caught a good light, he probably would have gotten me because he ran closer to his dial with a 1209 versus my 12:05. And towards the end of the night, I think there was a big swing in weather. A lot of guys were just dialing in at 12:0, especially the guys that are holding back because nobody knew what was going to happen. So I think the general consensus there was you're going to run it, and if you're too far out, just hit the hooks. So, we did our thing. It was good. After second round, they called it a day. We ran out of daylight. They don't run at night at my local track. And everybody got paid out. So, I mean, it would have been really nice to go another round and see if I could have gone longer. But you know what? I was focused. I was calm. It was a long day, but I wasn't tired and I wasn't peeved or anything by it. Sometimes you got to be patient. But I was, looking forward to every run. I was pretty calm most of the day. Most importantly, I didn't load up on caffeine like I normally do throughout the workday. It worked out pretty good. So, yeah, I'll post those screenshots from their live stream, like I said, in the time slips. I intended to do like a whole day in the life kind of video. If there's any interest on that, I'll do it. But really, it's hard. I didn't even have the GoPro. I went out there and I ran and I stayed focused. My wife wasn't there. It was just me. I occasionally would go over to my buddy's trailer and we'd talk, but we're both racing, so we're not a distraction to each other. And we did good. So either way, I wanted to update you guys on this. Hopefully after this next race that we're doing, I think I have almost 3 weeks. I intend to get started on this. So the other day I just came out here during lunch out of curiosity and I stuffed the rings that I have in there because the guy who did the machining told me you're going to need like rings for like a 4090 bore and you're going to have to file them down. And really, I put the rings in there for a 4.087 and to be honest with you, the rings are still square on the ends. Now I have to also put a light behind it and make sure that it's not, it's not lying to me. But I'm going to have to file them down. The top ring gap is 18 thousandths and the bottom one is, the top one's 22, the bottom one's 18. So I'm probably going to have to open up the second one to about 24 to 26 because you want the second ring gap bigger than the top one to prevent any fluttering of the ring or anything like that. So either way, I have that. And then during the week, I'm going to go visit my buddy, which it's been a while since we've gotten together. And I'm going to go over there. We're going to have dinner, and I'm going to pick up the oil pump for this and the timing chain for this, which I traded labor on. So I have 3 timing chains to choose from. We're going to see which one's going to work out the best once we degree the cam. And it's going to, that's going to also save me some money because when I trade labor, I really don't put a value on my labor for trade. It's helping me out. I help somebody out. It saves me money. And that's the goal. Everybody saves money. So I personally do not monetize my help if I'm trading labor. Simply because, you get one on the other end. So either way, I heard my dogs barking out there. I should probably go check on them. But either way, next week is our local BOP race. I'm going to take the radials off, put the bias plies on, take the limiters off, take the exhaust off, and it should be fun. With the limiters off, the front end comes up way in the air, like not big wheelies, but it's got that old school tall ball joint effect, which I really like. It's a fun race. It's not serious, but we're gonna get into the gamblers race that they usually have and try to go some rounds. So it'll be fun. And so I just wanted to update you guys on this stuff. It's still very contingent. But actually, after yesterday's race, I'm honestly thinking I might not pull anything out of my car besides redoing the intake manifold gaskets. I might just run it as is next year because really, this whole combination's been really, really good to me. Transmission's good, engine's good. There's no signs of anything going bad. And my buddy, JJ, just keeps saying, send it, dude. There's nothing. If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix something that's not broke. And it's kind of true. This engine's been really, really good. Power hasn't tapered off. The car's been consistent, very consistent. I need to work on myself. So I figured I'd just do this little update. I'm sure I've already bored you guys, but I promise we got this coming up. And when I do this, I'm going to try my best to be as in-depth as possible. So we'll let you guys go.